Hello. We have been having thoughts and meditations on the Feast of Sukkot as it applies to Gentiles. You're watching this on the Halachgoy channel of YouTube. I'm a Halachgoy, and you could be one too. Thoughts of the Feast of Sukkot as it applies to Gentiles. Sukkot is a festival once a year when people next to their residence build a temporary structure, cover it with leaves or branches that can be seen through, and spend time in it for a 1-week period of time. When I think about this and how it applies to myself as a Gentile, I think of the walls, I think of the ceiling and the floor. A wall is a restriction. A wall is something that says you can pass your hand to a certain point. And once you reach that point, that's as far as you can go. You cannot, or you should not, pass your hand past this point. It's like a negative commandment. A negative commandment says, do something, but do not go beyond the point when you're doing it. You can drive your car up to the speed limit. You are not allowed to drive it past the speed limit. Or you are not allowed to make a U-turn under certain circumstances. Those are examples of negative laws. They create barriers within our life, but allows us, if we exist within those barriers, to live a good life. There are 6 negative commandments that were given to Gentiles and 1 positive commandment that were given to Gentiles. These are called the 7 laws for the children of Noah. These laws, the prohibition against murder, the prohibition against adultery, prohibition against theft, prohibition against blasphemy, prohibition against idolatry, prohibition against eating the flesh of a living animal, and the commandment to establish courts of justice. The first 6 of these commandments, they create a boundary for our lives. They create 6 walls, or, you can think of a Sukkot or a room. You can think of 4 walls, a roof, ceiling, and a floor as being 6 negative directions. You are not allowed to go past a certain point, up, down, left, right, forward, or backward, when you're within that room. These laws create for all of existence a benefit. If we do not steal or we do not murder, it's creating a benefit for all of the world. By living according to these rules, they also create a benefit to our own personal lives. They create within ourselves the type of person that we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be a loving person up until the point of adultery. Then we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to appreciate beauty and work for beauty up until the point where we don't steal. That creates a border within our life, a wall within our life that allows us to operate and allows us to live a fulfilled life. These 6 laws create within ourselves and within the world the ability to operate within the 3 dimensions, the 6-sided dimensions of our physical existence. They create the structure, they create the matrix by which we're allowed to operate. A positive commandment is something that is telling you to do something, whereas a negative commandment tells you not to do something. A positive commandment tells you to do something. That relates to a physical, creating, doing, making something, either physically or in some other manner. Do this. Okay, you do this and now something is made. That creates the furnishings within our room. We now have a six-sided room, that's our universe, and we have one law to establish a court of justice that creates a furnishing within our existence. With the help of that furnishing, we are able to take a part in the world to come. And that also is shown in the Sukkot that we are told to sit in for 1 week during the Feast of Tabernacles. We have 4 walls, a floor, a roof, but we also have an open roof, a semi-open roof. I can look up and I can see the sky above me. So the roof creates an opening that when I have all 7 parts in place, my life is opened up to the world to come. It's opened up to spirituality in a proper manner. And that is a lesson for the Feast of Sukkot. Thank you very much.